Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how y'all keeping? This is the ThePandaPuncher, yes, PandaPuncher. Welcome back to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress, and we shall continue with our floor building. Yay! Who would have guessed? I didn't know. I didn't plan to build one floor this episode. Don't know what you're talking about. So, 3, and that'll get it that way. Same over here. And we get to build a wee bit more up this end. Yeah, we do. Nice. And we need to use more than just pomegranate now, because we are using up that wood very, very quickly indeed. Do we have many idlers, despite the fact we have these big floor orders? Not that many. So it wouldn't make sense to start the... what would be what we have? Ground, first, second... It wouldn't make sense to start this one just yet until we finish the defensive outside thing. I hate the way these achievements are appearing up now. It's annoying my head. It irritates me when I accidentally leave the mouse in the middle of the screen. Because I watch people who do these kind of videos where, not necessarily Dwarf Fortress, but any sort of tutorial or game that doesn't need a cursor, but they accidentally leave the cursor on the screen, and I just want to strangle them, and it annoys me that I'm doing it as well. That really annoys me. So it does. So unfortunately this episode is going to be more watching dwarves build floors, but you never know, you might want to become a carpenter and need to know how to build floors when you grow up. Why am I loving to build a cabinet? This is what I want to build. And one up. Build. Out of coffee wood logs, whatever the hell they are. And it's a shame we won't be able to complete it in the one set of orders, but well. So 1, 2 deep, and as wide as we can make it in one go. Did I just make that out of gold bars? Well, I'm gonna have to cancel that now. Okay. Whoops. Now, if I go build CF, so we wouldn't want to be using our gold bars. It would have been gold bars. That's crazy. Cashew logs. That's a floor. Q. Needs more than no. This will be horrendous if I'm accidentally making them out of gold bars as well. Be a terrible waste of resources. So it would. We have struck more native gold. Oh shit, I have. Oh my god. That is irritating. No, I would want to cancel that. Now, what we need to do is designate remove construction. That'll be that. That is really irritating. Floor. I think the floor on this side was fine. It's just... there we go. Can't believe I did that. Resume. Need to wait for that bit of floor to get destroyed. And... replan it. Come on, lad. Take it down. Can't be that difficult. So build, let's construct, floor. This is going to be the one command I know off by heart for the rest of my life. B shift C F. Probably said it wrong there now. Cashew logs. Good. Actually, we should probably up here That's as far as we can go. Cashew logs. Whoops, that's the wrong button to press. And away we go once more. How is the mining coming along down here? It is coming along very well. As in, it's practically done. And how did I miss that? That's crazy. So it is. Yeah, it's a lot of gold. I'm just saying. Making a mere observation, a lot of gold. And then we have the stuff happening down here as well. Lots more gold down this level. And I'm assuming if we explored this one, we'd find more as well, which is just crazy. The smooth stone and do you want? No, let's not do that yet. That's just idiocy. Idiocy, I tell you. I'm hoping. Oh, one thing I forgot to do was hook this up. Add new task. Link to bridge. Yes. Mechanism. Add new task. Link to bridge. Yep. Add new task. Link to bridge. Add new task. Link to bridge. Done and done. So once we I want to turn down here to like a training area at some point. But yeah. Training area needs to be implemented. The defenses here need to be finished. We'll tweak workshops and other stockpiles on this level. Not sure what to do with this one. Maybe it'll be more workshops so we can move in the likes of the jeweler and stuff that we still have sitting outside, inside. Then maybe a dining area on the other floor, and then we just keep going up, and eventually we can go no higher. So 145 is the highest we can go, which probably means we can't put a roof on it. And our current highest floor is on 133, so we have about a good 10 floors that we can take advantage of. I keep saying ghost, but I'm telling you guys, there is no ghost. Although our leather worker is missing. Huh. Now, not zoom to the unit. What is he doing? Our barn still needs office and tomb. Export of warhammers is prohibited, apparently. Build C floor. And this will be this side finished. Cashew wood logs. Coffee wood logs. Floor 1. I can go here. Coffee wood logs. Again, having more dwarves at your disposal is making this less of a headache than the first few were. Because getting that first big floor put down was a pain in the ass. And then we had the tough lessons of not having done this before, and the combination of not being able to build walls on the floor and the walls below having a floor on them that could be it's a pain in the ass. But we're learning. It's getting there. So it is. Slowly, but getting there. Now I just want to get this floor finished. Then we'll probably put out do the perimeter walls for this in combination with the perimeter walls for the floor above, and we'll just let our dwarves get on with it. So we will build floor. So, C floor. If we actually do this, yep, coffee wood logs, floor, and then just this one, it'll be it done, folks. We can actually consider fortifications, which is capital F. So, if we do, oh, are you serious? We'll have to put in little bits of floor in order to do all these goddamn corners. That's annoying. Yeah, I want a fortifications here. Pomegranate wood's fine. Using that's fine. Using willow logs is fine. Ugh. We can get the bulk of it done. Then the headache part starts. Willow logs. And once more. Willow logs. This one will only keep 3 deep. For down here, we shall leave a gap there so we can do the 30 bits and pieces. Willow logs will do fine once again, good sir. And willow logs. I was tempted because every time I start a new series of this now, I post the first episode on the Dwarf Fortress Reddit. Do we not have any other logs? We do. And around the time I posted the start of this one, Dwarf Tower, someone else posted a Dwarf Fortress Let's Play as well. Now, they took on a very different style. I'm doing it sort of in this, what I would say, the style of like Quill 18 and stuff, where you are seeing me from start to finish. Every second of my game, every decision I make is there for you to see. And it's relatively unedited for the most part, which is a style I personally like. But it's not really for everyone, and this other person had a heavily edited Dwarf Fortress series, and I'm trying to think of the permutations and the way that would work in the long run, and I'm not sure if it's anything I would want to do. Not that I would want to do the extra work, it's just I feel for games like, I don't know, I do put up some Arma, Daisy, that kind of stuff, that those games warrant heavy editing. But for a strategy game like Dwarf Fortress or RimWorld or anything along those lines, like I do Hearthlands, Sanctuary RPG, tend to do a bit of Factorio from time to time, those kind of games, I feel whenever I'm watching them, you know, you watch them start to finish every second, because you get to see or at least hear the thought process that goes on behind all the decision making. And I know I did a tiny bit of editing in this one. I think it was like the first episode when we were really struggling to get that floor done, but for the most part you have missed probably about 6-7 minutes, because that episode took a long time. I think the episode ended up being like 32 to 35 minutes long, but actual gameplay footage was, you know, closer to an hour. So yeah, you maybe missed 25 minutes. That's because it took so long to build the goddamn floor. Speaking of floors, build. Not fortification this time. We want just floor, and in these goddamn corners. No, not granite. You. I need more wood. Log. 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 And this one here, we can't because there's no floor there yet. Okay, fair enough. Because despite dwarves being able to walk diagonally through the world, they can't build diagonally. I just suppose, I mean, the walking diagonally does not make sense, but the building diagonally, the inability to build diagonally does make sense. To me, anyway. So it does. So, we'll get this overhanging fortifications done. And one more up here. Do we have the ability to do another one yet? No, we don't. So F1, DT. Should put on like auto chop or something, but you know what? My dwarves aren't lazy. Or I'm not lazy. That's a lie. They can just manually be told to do it. Go, chop some trees. We do have a lot of idlers, so you know that's not going to stop them. So, okay, everything is nearly done here, folks. Everything is nearly done. Build, see, fortification, There's a lot of micromanagement for this kind of stuff, which is kind of annoying. Fortification. Up here, yes, please. Wood logs. Shit. Okay, so floor. One there, yes. Fortification. Yes. And we can actually do more here. Anything else that needs done? No. I would remove those bits of floors that we have finished and put in the corner pieces, but I want to do that all in one file swoop, so I'm not forgetting one and having to come back. Ah, bollocks. Think, man, before you build stuff. Jesus. D, N. Did floor instead of fortification. Sometimes I hate this game. Sometimes. That was annoying. So yeah. Now, we'll try that again. See, capital F, yes, fortification is the thing that's being built. And boom. We're getting there, people. We are getting there. So we are. All these trees are being chopped down. Yes, they're falling. Nice. I first got into Dwarf Fortress near the... just before the update that brought in the... you know, the multi-level trees and a lot of wood from trees. And so I didn't get to experience the single level trees for that long, but just long enough so that I really, it's one of the best updates that I ever have experienced in this game, is the simple multi-level tree stuff and the amount of wood you get for them. So everything else is done here. So we need to go into D, remove construction, remove these wee tiny bits of floor we put in because we can't build walls on them. And then we'll be able to finish off the fortifications, and boom, we've got ourselves defenses, folks. We've got the levers hooked up to all the bridges, so if anything attacked, pull the bridges up, everybody inside, archers on the ramparts, shoot the enemies. Game, set, and match. That's how it's going in my head. It could all go terribly, terribly, terribly wrong, but you know what? So, that's Dwarf Fortress, it's supposed to. Build. Ah, I'm going to be sick looking at this. Fortification. 1. 5 little fortifications. Oh, by the way, side note, but once Dwarf Tower has gone out in a blaze of glory, don't know how long that'll be, the next series will be in ASCII. Because I love the default ASCII. I mean, it makes sense, Dwarf Fortress, or if you're trying to appeal to people who've never played the game, to have a tile set of some description. But once you've played with the tile set for a while, and you know what you're doing in the game for the most part, it makes sense to go to... is this even stone? Yes, it is. Did I just... I did. God damn it. Remove designation. Went to dig it all. That was silly. S. I'm not sure this is stone. Is it stone? It is stone. Yes, it is stone. Never mind. Shh. Oh, whoa, whoa, what's going on here? Okay. And defense is complete, people. Defenses are complete. Nice. So at some point I'll put supports under them just to aesthetically make them look better. They'll really achieve nothing that's freestanding. But on to building the wall. Yay. The wall. I love the wall. I don't. Well, wood logs, yes please. the thing is, you can't really go wrong with placing the wall because it's the first option in the menu. The only thing you can go wrong with is materials. You don't want to have golden walls. Although, due to the fact of the amount of gold we have, we could have a golden tower. We have to do that. We should have a separate tower for our nobles to live in that's made of gold. Am I the only one thinking that this is like the greatest idea that's ever happened in the history of like ideas? Oh my god. I'm going to make a floor. How did I manage that? How? That is just batshit. See? D. X. That's not going to do it. I can't believe I did that. Remove, 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 remove. I feel like such an ass. Wall. It was just muscle memory. Made me muscle memory made me do it. Now we need to leave a gap. Lime wood, yep. Wall. I think this is right. Oh shit. Oh my god. My brain is gone. Because, lo and behold, people, we can just build back on top of... No, you want to cancel this other shit first. Right, I'm going to edit... No, I'm not going to edit this bit out. You're just going to have to watch the pain with me. So these are... This is what Dwarf Fortress is all about. I mean, I could have just went on and finished this, make this floor extra wide, but no, that's not part of my plan. My OCD will not allow me. I'm going to have to start from scratch. Build. Wall. Whole way across. There we go. Lime wood logs. Fantastic. Now. Right. And, yep, lime wood logs. Brilliant. See, none of this faffing about building extra floors now either. Lime wood logs. Yep, that's great. Lime wood. It would be fucking weird if, for some reason, you know the way different stone makes different wall colours and stuff, which makes sense, obviously. But imagine all the different woods had slightly different shades. Making this tower would be an OCD person's nightmare. And like, I don't have like any real major form of OCD. I just have it in games like Dwarf Fortress. So I do. Wall, please. There we go. All the way up. This is tedious. Tedious, I tell you. It's for a good cause. It's for a tower. A glorious dwarven tower. One that all dwarves and probably even elves will be jealous of. But the great thing is it's a massive tower made of dead trees. So the elves will both be jealous and crying at the same time. Which makes me smile, like, quite a bit. I shouldn't get that much joy out of it, but I just do. Right, so that'll be that. No idea what I'm going to do with this level yet, but one of the things I want to do before we end this episode, which should have more kids, really. That's getting smooth. Am I going down? No. What I want to do is military. Create a squad, please. Let me see. Archer? Oh, it's just arrows. Archer. So, who is the best archer we have on our competent? Great. Do we like... Oh, legendary. March Dwarf. Get in. So where's this like great? Great March Dwarf. Competent March Dwarf. Any others? Big, oh, professional. Competent. Novice, we'll take him. We can train him up. Competent. And yeah, so not sure if this will even have any bearing on things, but if anyone watching this for some reason wants themselves to be a dwarf in any of the series that I'm currently doing, you have to remember though, actually it doesn't make sense, because I record a lot of stuff in advance. Scratch that. Don't care if you want dwarves named after you. You could probably comment saying in the next series, because I won't have recorded it by the time I read the comments, but by the time this video is up and I'm reading any comments on it, if there is any, I'll probably be another 9 episodes already recorded, so it'd be no point. So now we just take anybody with any sort of skill. So Itobal Dumat and Meng. Nice. So actually, what's the squad called? Ships of Perfection. Terrible name, but we can live with it. So that's an archer squad, which is fine. If we go up to our workshop level here, build, workshop. We have leatherworks. We have... Where is it though? You know what? Doesn't matter. JMQ leather armor. Let's get 20. So Q new order. We'll also want leather quiver. We'll only get 10 of them though. Keep pressing A. Leather. What do we want? No, that'll do. And I'm pretty sure our craft dwarf areas are making bolts. Yes, they are. Good. Why aren't you making mugs, for crying out loud? Repeat. Need mugs. God damn it. But yeah, this episode's gone on too long. I wanted to try and keep it closer to 20 minutes, now it's 27, but there's so many walls and fortifications to build. But I feel as though we're a wee bit more secure now. We are creating literally a big target above the ground. So, we are in a sort of rougher area. Animals, we have lost a few dwarves, although I haven't been paying much attention to it. And yeah, I'm feeling as though something's going to happen soon, and we have to be prepared for it. But if something is to happen, that will have to wait until the next episode, because this one is over. Please go away, and until next time, good luck and goodbye.